This podcast may contain adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am the really depressed host today, me.
Oh,
I am. I don't know why.
I know. And I'm Mrs. Always Right. And I'm sorry that,
You know what
you're
helps?
depressed.
Do you know what helps depression?
Shrooms?
Blowjobs.
Oh, okay.
But-
Sorry, my bad.
So we decided to go to that little trailer park in New Hope, Texas, looking for some new hope.
We're looking for new hope, honey.
I don't know. We found it here.
No, I don't know. It's actually in Collin County, so it's
Oh,
really
is it?
close. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's close, but it is really tiny because the estimated census for 2019, 628 people.
628 people.
Yeah.
I wonder if they found New Hope.
I don't.
I
Apparently they did find New Hope because they lived there. I'm just saying.
I wonder what the suicide rate in New Hope is. Or the domestic violence rate.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully in New Hope there's new hope. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's okay, and we're going to talk about it, okay?
Somebody
But
got depression.
we're the We're the podcast that brings you the real issues.
Depression.
Marriage.
Suicide. It's all the same, right? I mean.
Yeah. I just want to apologize one more time for my voice. I am still suffering. I'm on the back end or the lingering effects of that upper respiratory infection. I am still not right. And it's been 2 weeks now.
You know, that stuff can last a good 6 weeks.
It is.
It can last a long time.
It's doing it.
I can tell that you are a little bit better than you were a week ago.
The way I sound, not the way I am, right?
Yes. the way the coughing has subsided a little bit.
Still a little stuffy.
Yes. And your voice issues, but I feel you are getting better because of you're not coughing every 3 minutes like you were.
Do you have the TikTok login down? Do you got that down where you can go in there every day and check messages and stuff now?
No.
Is that not
really?
You don't have that?
I mean, I'm going to try.
You
so when I check
supposed
the
to
messages, I mean, am I supposed to
respond, interact,
okay.
let people know we're alive?
Okay. I mean, I didn't know that people actually responded or whatever to comments.
When we started this, you were supposed to be taking care of Facebook, but I do that now. And
that's because you're the one that you post these little videos that you do.
Right.
So,
but you can still go in there and interact and ask people questions and just take 10 minutes out of the day and post a question. Ask something. Hey, what do you guys want to hear about? Do you want to see me naked? Should I start an OnlyFans?
Ain't nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
I just feel, and since I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go as far as I can, without going like way personal. Okay, but I feel we share, right? We're a sharing couple. Okay, except when it comes to other girls, you don't like sharing.
No.
You don't like Sharon.
Funny thing, I don't even think I know a Sharon.
No?
That's funny.
We should meet one.
Why?
And share her.
No, I'm not sharing.
I mean, if the name's anything.
I don't share nothing with nobody, But what are we sharing now?
Nothing right now.
A
good time. our time together on the podcast.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I feel my hair's pulled back or something. I don't know.
Baby, you got flyaways and everything. And you know what? I'm done trying to be the makeup guy too. So
okay.
I mean,
you can't put a filter on the video that you take and make me look.
I can, but how much more do you want me to edit? How much more time? So as it stands right now,
yes.
When we started this, and I don't know how far I wanted it to go.
Right.
I do enjoy the time I spend too. And I like how you brought it up, how it's kind of a documentary of our life, or what did you call it, a diary or a
right, like a diary of our life. That's kind of the way
people could go back on,
right? Or we could go back on.
We're gonna be dead, or I'm gonna be dead.
I mean, we're both probably gonna be dead, but
you know, and I know sometimes in marriage, if one person can feel overwhelmed on certain things, like let's say maybe one person does all the housework, you know, I mean, I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I mean,
am I
you
detecting
no,
sarcasm there?
continue on with your conversation or your point of interest or whatever you want to call it, because so far you are correct.
Am I?
You are correct
Well,
so far.
we do have different roles in the marriage, right?
We do.
You know, you do a fantastic job, you know, taking care of the house.
Thanks, honey.
Excellent. I'm never in
Thanks.
need, except when my underwear runs out, which is rare. I admit it.
Has your underwear ever really run out?
No, but I have come across once or twice where I wear black socks to work, you know, and
Well,
I have ran across a couple of times where I haven't had a pair of black socks.
but you know why? Because
You didn't wash the motherfuckers. That's why.
No, because when I bought you the black socks, I did not buy them with the intention I felt that you were going to start wearing them every single day to work. So I didn't buy you a plethora of black
What's a plethora?
socks. Do you think that's a made up word?
No, it's not. It's in a movie.
I know. But...
I love that. That's the first thing I think about when I hear the word plethora. Would you say I have a plethora of gifts? I love that fucking movie. But anyway,
so I didn't buy you a plethora of black socks when I bought them. And now that you do wear them every single day to work, I'm like, okay, now I know next time I buy you socks, they will be black socks that we can add to your collection.
How much is a plethora?
More than a few.
Is it? How much
Yes.
is a few?
I would say a few is probably three to five.
Do you know how much several is?
I would say several is closer to 10.
Several. That's where that comes. Several.
Oh,
7.
Okay. 7 to 10.
Around 7. Yeah.
7
that's
to
where
10.
Several comes from.
Okay.
I don't know where plethora comes from.
More than 10.
I'm gonna have to
would
look
think.
at that. Okay.
More than 10.
But when we started the thanks.
Socks. Who figures?
When we started the podcast, you know, I took on certain roles. You were
Yes.
supposed to take on certain roles.
Yes.
Marketing and merchandising.
But you kind of took over the marketing
'Cause
part
it's not
of it.
getting done.
But my thing is, I didn't know what to do, but you made it to where you're doing the videos, you're posting the videos to TikTok and you don't put those on Facebook, do you? You put those on YouTube and TikTok.
And then every week I post a link.
No and then.
It always comes back to a movie. It always comes back to a movie.
Always. Somehow.
I post a video to YouTube.
Okay.
And then I copy a link and put it on our Facebook page. And
okay.
then I go back to my personal Facebook account.
Yes.
And then I share that
Mm-hmm.
with all the friends I have.
Okay.
Which I don't know how many I have. I don't know how many block me, you know. And I see that you do the same. You know, you share the link, but I'm just, you know, my train of thought is, you know, you could just engage 3 times a week, ask a question, you know, something like that. Reply to the comments on TikTok. If we get any, we may not get any.
Okay. I feel what you're giving me is very good input because I've never done marketing and merchandising and I had no idea how to do it, but you're giving me some good input on things to do for it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
I mean, you get mad, but I had no idea.
I'm not mad.
but-
There's a difference in mad and frustrated. There's a difference.
Depressed. Whatever.
Sometimes.
And your hair's very curly today, by the way.
Because you had it, we had it up in braids last night, right? And I looked good. I was getting
you
back
still
to my,
look good.
I was getting back to my Viking nature, my
Yes.
Viking roots. But
Okay. All right.
so you undid the braids, and now it's curly.
Yes, it is.
But getting back to the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why when I search, we're not coming up in, and I know I've checked the categories I've put us in, relationships, comedy, stuff like that. We're not coming up in searches and stuff. So I don't know how to correct that. The marketing and stuff, I had great ideas for t-shirts. We're gonna have to go back to listen to 100 and something episodes and write all the t-shirt ideas down.
I am water. I know that's one. I
Yeah,
am water.
but you don't like mine.
That's That's not true, but mostly everything you do has something to do.
And what's wrong with that?
Not everybody is such a sexual being. Or
It's not always has to do with sex. It sometimes has to do with drugs or a shoestring.
which has to do with sex. And you
Yeah,
tell.
good point.
Yeah. Do you remember telling people about the shoestring episode last night?
I do not. Did I?
Okay.
Who?
Let me just say, for the people out there, what was Marie wanting us to say? Marie wanted us to say something.
I was fine last night. Listen to me.
Okay.
I was fine until the moonshine supplier showed up
Uh-huh.
and I started drinking Fireball and shit went downhill fast after that.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Fireball all the time.
Okay. I don't know if people like this saying from me, wedding cake, but I am very excited because apparently we did come across some people that we knew years ago that we haven't seen.
Oh, we still know.
Yes, but I mean that we had interactions with several times years ago. I haven't seen them in a while or whatever. We seen them last night because we did go out to the bar, and it just so happens these people are getting married in a couple of weeks and invited us to the wedding.
it's almost like,
guess who gets wedding cake
wow,
again? And I'm
again.
very
Oh.
fucking excited.
God, my depression just took a nosedive. Horrible.
So, wedding cake.
But
Okay,
we are
I'm
going to
good.
go to their wedding because
Yes,
yes. They're you know,
they're such a sweet, cute
They
little
are.
couple.
They are.
Oh my god!
and it was so funny because the moonshine supplier pointed him out and I'm
yes,
like, and he was dancing with somebody else and I'm like, that can't be him
because that's not his
because
girlfriend.
that's not his girl and I know
But-
how much
but
he
it's-
loves his girl.
Right, but it's so funny because I mean, let's just say a couple of years had gone by. A couple of years can change people, and they might not even be together anymore.
No,
but you
but I
were
see-
like looking at it like, no, they have to be together.
I know them. I know how they are. I mean, and I see their Facebook posts from time to time. I know. I mean,
Oh,
they
okay,
keep up.
okay.
They're posting. I haven't seen a divorce post from them.
Oh,
But,
okay.
I mean,
okay.
I do know they're still together, and I know how they feel about each other. So I was just saying that can't be him.
because that's not
And then-
the girl.
And then I looked over and I saw her, and she was all excited. So yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So we did see them, and it worked out great because we haven't seen them in a long time, and it was good to see them, and it was I felt very sweet of them to go ahead and invite us. This thing is 2 weeks away,
I know.
and they went ahead at no hesitation whatsoever, and they're like, "Y'all come." We want y'all there. We can't wait to see y'all there.
They're like,
you know?
Grandma, Grandpa, come.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
At least
Oh.
grandma, anyway. I don't know.
Right.
So, but it was good to see them, and I'm very excited.
But I don't remember. Okay, so who did I tell about the shoestring? Them.
The wedding cake people. Yes,
I mean, it's a good. The podcast is good
the podcast is good, and I feel we are very funny.
ish.
I mean, for us,
And,
we're
and
funny.
we put out a good. I put out a good product.
Definitely, the product you put
You know,
out
it's
is
not.
good.
It's
yes.
not a chore to listen to.
a chore.
A chore, not a
Okay.
whore. A chore.
Hey,
I'd listen to both, though. I'm just letting you know. I'd
Yes.
listen to both.
whores
Chores.
doing chores.
Chores. Yeah. Well,
Oh, hey,
whores
there you
doing
go.
chores. There's another
Whores,
T-shirt.
whores doing chores. Or it could be chores doing whores.
Chores.
Who knows?
My new charity, Chores for Whores.
Oh my God.
No.
You're so funny. No.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
So now I lost track. You were talking about.
Well, you were talking about being depressed and putting a lot into
So
what
I'm
we
not.
do, which you do put a lot into what we do. And you've added on to what you do. I know you probably want me to shut up so
No,
you can
no,
jump
no,
in
no,
here.
no.
You're
You
trying.
talk. My voice is all fucked up. Keep going.
Anyway, you're adding on to everything that you do already. I thought I had to burp, but I guess not.
Everybody dry heaving now.
Yeah. Because you're like, well, I want to add this because I feel this will get us out there. I want to add this. And, and that's what you do. So you're actually piling more and more on top of what you're doing. I feel that I'm not saying don't put the video out or whatever, because I feel people see that and they're like, what the fuck? This shit might be
I
funny.
did have one negative comment on a short YouTube Shorts video.
Well, they don't have to watch it
No,
if they
they
don't want to.
That
but
dude
that's
was all
fine.
like, "Who the fuck wants to sit around and just watch a husband and a wife talk to each other?" And then I'm just thinking to myself, I don't think you gave it the full minute, you know?
Right. But the thing is, he watched enough of it, he wanted to comment.
Yeah,
So,
true.
I mean, a bad
And
comment is
It's
still a comment.
Right? Still touched your life.
Yes, we still got your attention somehow.
The audio is important. The audio podcast is important. That's what I feel we are first.
Yes.
The whole deal with the video is to try to just grow the audience. Okay.
Right.
And to get us out there. And I don't think it would take so much. I am not looking to get rich from this.
Well,
you
that's
know?
a good thing because I don't think it's ever going to happen.
But what I would like is maybe just enough where I could do it full time. You could do it full time, or we could do it full time.
That
There
would
I
be
am
a
with I.
miracle to
We us ours. Okay.
that would be a miracle because
I mean, it happens to people all the time though. Why
it does.
why can't it be us?
I mean, that's true. And I would love for it to be us because I would love not to have to get up and get dressed to go to work every day or, you
But
know.
see, now what I also got to do is teach you to do filming because you're the passenger in the side by side a lot, right?
I've
Going
filmed stuff.
to Arkansas, you're going to need to get some B-roll footage for the video. You know,
B-roll.
do we have to go into that? This video right
What is
here,
A-roll?
this right here,
This right here
A.
is A.
This is the
Okay.
main B-roll's
Main-
filler, right?
Okay.
Like it's a 5-hour trip to Mina, and we're not going to
Yes.
show 5 hours of driving to Mina,
No.
but we might break that up into little clips of about a minute long.
Right.
That's just B-roll.
I can say normally because you're so much better about going on long trips now than what you used to be.
I am.
You know,
I've
you
noticed
actually
that.
stay awake, and a lot of times you drive now.
Yeah.
You know, and I enjoy that.
Do you?
But I
So
find
now you're going to have to learn the video.
well,
to do
that's what I was
B-roll.
going to say. I feel now, sometimes when we have conversations, some of that shit is so funny to me, but I find you funny anyway. I feel sometimes I just want to record some of that because I find you very, very
I can
hilarious.
mic this up in the truck. And you don't have to turn it on all the time, but you know,
I feel we don't have to be mic'd up. Just grab a phone and just start recording or
yeah, but then
whatever.
the audio sounds like shit.
Oh.
And there I am trying to work with bad audio. You see? And there it all comes back because I want a good product.
Okay. I got you.
And in my days, it just seems like my days now are record on Sunday, edit audio on Monday. And when I edit audio on Monday, I got 3 versions to edit.
Mm-hmm.
The Patreon version,
Okay.
I got the YouTube version, and the podcast version. Okay.
Why can't the podcast and the YouTube be the same version?
Because I edit them different. In the audio, I cut a lot of shit out. A lot of gaps, and I blend and I merge and I try to keep the flow going. There's a lot in the video that relies on visual cues and stuff.
Okay.
You know, facial expressions and stuff like that. It's a different edit. See, there you go.
That's
So
a facial expression.
That was a facial expression. So it's a different edit.
Okay.
And then Tuesday is video editing.
Okay.
And then at that point, I edit the video.
Mm-hmm.
And then during that edit, I got to pull out 6 or 7 shorts, 1-minute clips,
Mm-hmm.
and I set those aside. And then I do the whole YouTube edit and uploading. And then Wednesday, it's shorts edit day. It's a lot of work. And I just been,
It
you
is
know?
a lot of work, and it's cutting into your playing time, which
and I'm okay as long as it don't cut into my writing time. But I would like to start getting, and that's where we're going to talk to you about getting the sublimation printer and the heat press and maybe making them ourselves. But that's another $300 to $600 investment.
more than that,
But
actually.
Actually, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
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 I bought all this on a budget. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can get all that on a budget.
We're the budget people.
But this is a budget podcast. We
but
are
it doesn't sound budget. because you're very good at what
Thank
you do.
And you are too. And I can't do it alone. You ever tried to do one? I mean, we've tried once. Remember?
One time.
Oh, it was awful. But we didn't have this experience either that we have now.
What do you mean? What experience?
The 2 years of talking.
Oh,
I mean, we kind of,
true.
I could go in and I could clean, because when I'm doing it alone, it's a lot of and stuff like that I have to go in and clean up.
Right.
I want to also branch out into doing like live episodes where we do like question and answers and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
know.
feel
this is our product.
I feel for a live version of it put on YouTube or Facebook or whatever.
Twitch.
What the fuck is Twitch?
Twitch is where you do a lot of live streaming. You could do it. You could do it on YouTube, but Twitch is more for live.
Okay. All right. Well, learn something new every day that I'm going to forget.
There I am. There I
minutes.
am helping you out.
Maybe less than 2 minutes. I'm going to forget it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to forget it. But
and Twitch is part of Amazon, so.
Okay. Well, I feel almost, for whatever reason, that we would have to have more followers, viewers, people.
You get them as you go. You get them as you go, and that's just like the podcast. We started the podcast with nothing.
With 3 people.
None. Well,
and now we got 7.
Immediate family.
You know, I don't even think
and sometimes during
the
week when the downloads kind of suffer a little bit, I do get, it's like, why am I doing this? You know,
right?
But if I'm not putting into it, what do I expect to get out of it? And that's will run in the ad work. You know,
right.
I don't know, but
yes,
I've got to
idea.
try. I've got to try.
Right.
Because I'm not coming up in search results.
And I can tell you, now I don't know as far as other podcasters, if they listen to what they put out. You know what I mean? Once it hits download, day or whatever.
Shh. Refill. Anyway.
I don't know if other podcasters listen to their own product. I do. I listen to our product.
I try to, but I feel like I've heard it 5 times already by the time it comes out.
I mean, I get it from you because you are the one that has to listen over and over and over and over. But I feel that if these people listen to their product and then they hear our ad in the middle of it, do you think that they would maybe listen?
Why? The ad's not meant for the people listening to their own podcast, though.
But do the people listen to their own podcast?
Do you listen
see what I'm saying?
Do you listen to anybody else's podcast? Are you a podcast listener?
Yes, there are a few.
Okay.
That I listen to a lot,
but not in our genre.
No, because I feel in our genre, really, it's us. It's just us.
I don't know. We haven't looked though, have we?
We did, and there was a couple of different ones that we listened to that the audio
it wasn't good.
Was not good at all, but they only put out like 3-5 episodes or something.
And I'm also worried about listening to other podcasts in our genre and I don't want it to not interfere. Interfere is not the word. I don't want it to rub off on what I'm doing in this genre.
Right.
I know you participate in another podcast, another crime podcast. That's how do you listen to other crime podcasts and not have it affect the way you do your podcast? I mean, because I know you told me about how you don't want to end up ripping off other people's ideas or talking about something somebody just talked about, and you're trying to stay fresh and innovative.
Right.
But I see that's one thing is I think the crime podcast genre is saturated.
It is so saturated.
It is.
Because people are, whether they want to admit it or not, very morbid people. Most people are morbid and they want to know.
But is that some place that we're also messing up is by not having something planned out for the show, and doing this just wing it, this wing and a prayer, fortunately for 2 years straight, we've been able to put together a 30-minute podcast with some decent relevance,
Right. But I feel this
But-
wing and a prayer thing for us works because that truly, to me, I feel that shows who we are. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
I get it.
I mean,
But
it's
sometimes
not
some are funnier than
scripted.
others, but I feel that's with everybody's podcast, and we go
True,
through.
even true crime or whatever. Some of these episodes might be good that they put out, and they might have one or two that you're like, I mean, I've heard you do better, but I'm going to listen to the next one, and the next one might be better or whatever.
I want you to ask yourself, why would you, if you came across us, you're a podcaster, and I listen to other podcasts, but my genre.
I'm appalled.
No,
I'm just
no.
kidding. I'm
My
kidding.
genre, your other genre is crime.
Right.
I listen to political podcasts.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't, and that's one thing we stay away from here because that is not
Yeah.
what we're about.
No.
But I just wonder, are we missing it by not entering? Do we ever really talk about real marriage problems? Not really.
I mean,
except
we
today I
kinda-
was a
we-
little depressed.
we
And how
kind of do.
How do you deal when your spouse is depressed? I just slap you around and bring you out of it. It's what I do.
Whatever. No, I mean, I feel. I mean, I guess I understand, but do people really want to? I feel whatever advice we give, it's on the funnier side of advice. Do people really want to listen and well, you can't say this to your spouse. You can't do this to your,
If
you know what I mean?
spouse, if we're going off on that real quick, if your spouse, and the one thing you taught me, if your spouse is not your best friend, if I cannot tell you my most intimate things that affect me the most in life, if I can't trust you with that information, we should not be married.
I mean, I agree.
And
I agree.
That's the one thing, and that was the hardest thing for me to get over. And I've had three major relationships in my 25 years alive.
29 for me.
Right. You are a little older.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And in two of those, private information was used against me in a hurtful way. And that really fucks with your head.
Right.
And it took a long time for me to be able to open up to you. And everybody's got some fucking deep down shit inside, But it took me a while
I only
to open
have
up
half
to
a
you.
pinky toe.
I mean, it does. I think it's a full toe that was just born short. It's the spud web of pinky toes is what it is.
No,
Yeah.
I feel I totally agree with you, and it's so funny because I see couples that are drawn to each other because of the, let's say,
Dysfunction?
no.
Oh.
Let's say you're drawn to me because I'm very outgoing and very outspoken and blah blah blah. But then we get married and then you don't like the fact that I'm very outspoken and very outgoing, even though that's what drew you to me. And that I mean, that's very generalized
No,
what
I
I'm
get
putting out
it.
there, but you see what I'm saying? And then
But
people
sometimes
want to
people
change.
think marriage is going to fix their problems.
And it's not. If
It
you
doesn't.
had problems before, marriage is not going to fix it. Having babies is not going to fix it.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Just going to make things worse.
It will deteriorate over time.
Yes. But I mean, if that's like you and I had a conversation and about your previous relationships. I can't believe you had somebody before me, but
I know,
whatever.
me either.
But it's like how I can't see being in certain types of relationships.
I get it. And I can't see it now either.
And I was like, I can't believe that you dealt with this,
As bad as it was comfortable. And that's it, and that's
and it's so
and it felt
hard.
normal.
It's so hard for me to see how
Sister, I'm with you.
things are comfortable when they're
I see
so
it now.
disorganized and there's so much chaos. I've
seen it. I've seen it in other couples. Okay. And am beside myself that I even put up with shit like that. Okay.
It's amazing how people feel that being in a dysfunctional relationship like that is normal. I can't imagine.
I think dysfunctional relationships are a hard word because I don't know. You're first going to have to define whatever normal is. Okay.
There
And
is
I don't
no
think there is
normal.
no such thing as normal.
No, it's
And I do
whatever you're
think-
comfortable with.
I think it's whatever works as long as you're happy. Whatever
Right.
that is.
and
is
whatever
normal.
you're comfortable with.
Right. As long as
Right.
both of you are equally happy.
Yes.
And nobody's
Yes.
trying to gouge each other's eyes out with a hot poker
Right.
or anything like that. Or
Right,
trying
right.
to plan a murder while you're sleeping.
Cutting your brake
Right.
lines,
Hey,
whatever.
yeah,
you
no,
know,
right.
I mean,
No,
I get
feel
it.
you.
I
feel
get
you.
it.
How's your
Honey-
steering in your truck been lately?
Honey, can I take your car?
Shit,
Can I
right.
borrow your car today for work? I'm just saying.
Your steering in your truck been a little sloppy? I'm just wondering. Asking for a friend. How's that life insurance policy?
Yeah. Ugh.
So I do apologize. I've been just a little
Overwhelmed.
with the work, and I feel like I'm putting in a lot of work and not getting, and I'm not looking for a quick result. But it's been 2
But
years.
it would be nice.
It would be nice.
Would be nice.
But I'm
if,
just trying to figure out how to grow. I have other ideas for the show. I would like to do it. I would like to do it live. I would like, or a live stream. I would actually like to do it live in front of an audience.
I can't imagine.
It'd be fun.
Baby, we never plan on what we're saying anyway. And
I
I
know.
can't imagine being in front of
It'd be great.
200 people, us just,
Are you going to redo the cards with the shoestring on them?
what do you mean redo them? I hadn't even done them.
We have business cards.
We do have business cards, but I need to get different cards made for that.
And
I don't
What were you going to put
feel-
on them?
Definitely our podcast name
Well, definitely.
on one side, and then on the other side, it's going to be like a 2-sided business card.
Gotcha.
Redneck. I don't
All
know.
right. Well, I mean, I know this episode wasn't as funny as the other ones, man, but I had some real shit that I felt like I had to work through.
Yeah, and it's fine, and I'm here to help you work through them.
Left hand or right hand?
Just walking away.
No.
Just
Told you, blowjobs fix everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, my bad. Okay, sorry.
But I do appreciate you taking the time to listen, okay?
Absolutely.
And that we were able to have a conversation
yes.
without nobody getting mad.
No. I mean,
Sometimes
It's
it's my
fine.
approach. I get it.
I mean,
I know when I come up to you
it-
like, you goddamn dumb motherfucker, can you just... I get it.
you do get frustrated with me because I'm a very
Sometimes.
slow learner. Apparently,
You're not.
I'm
I'm
a
just
slow
telling you-
person. I guess
I'm just telling you,
I'm just like-
educational YouTube videos are out there for your enjoyment as well as mine. Okay? All right. I've learned everything I know from watching other people.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
Well, how else do you learn?
Well, I don't know. From
I
watching
mean,
other people.
somebody's got to teach, right?
That's true.
Okay.
I'm not a very good teacher. I'm a learner.
Well,
I guess.
hey,
Maybe.
I
don't know.
taught me a lot.
Okay.
So anyway, hey, we appreciate you listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints, though, they go to go to Trevor the intern.
Yes. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yes, and become a Patreon member by There I go screwing that up. Help support this podcast by becoming a Patreon member, where you get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes at Patreon/Me and Mrs. Always Right.
Sweet.
Bam! If I didn't fuck up the first 3 or 4 seconds.
It's fine, because you know what? You have mad editing skills, and you
Yeah,
can take
but I
all
usually
that
leaving
out.
that in there. I feel like we're normal, right? We screw up sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the
yeah.
coughing and the hocking up a lung and all that shit.
Right.
I definitely
And,
don't want
you
in
know,
there.
the gulping big gulps of water, and I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I get it.
All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wedding cake. Bye. Bye.